Hello, now I'm just completing a brilliant 2.5-week trip away with the Adria Altea Dart. If you missed my previous video about why I've borrowed the Adria, then please check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. We're currently at Wyatts Covert Caravan and Motorhome club site, which is right next to an airfield. We've got light aircraft and helicopters taking off and landing and all that, so apologies for any background noise from aircraft. Now, last year for me was a big year. I moved from Scotland back to Kent. I had job interviews to attend, all that kind of thing. I was up and down to Scotland from Dover 5 times and I was a bit tired of traveling. So for this holiday, I've done the complete opposite. I've kept it local, low-key and quite simple. And I've had a fantastic time. I went with my partner and the dogs. My partner's chosen not to be shown in the video, so apologies about that. And one of the great advantages about staying local is not only did it not cut down on all the driving, but with the electric car it meant at no point did I ever have to charge the car while towing, which meant I didn't have to detach the caravan. And also it saved us a huge amount of money because, for example, here at Wyatts Covert I'm paying 26 pence per kilowatt hour for charging the car, whereas on the road, say at GridServe at a motorway service area, that would be 79 pence per kilowatt hour instead of 26. So we've also saved a packet by staying local. But that's enough of the waffle. Let's crack on and we'll go back to Sudbury in Suffolk, and 2 weeks ago when I picked up this beautiful Adria Altea Dart. Hello and welcome to our next trip. We are currently on our way to Adria UK in Sudbury. We're driving through rural Essex, and honestly, if there is a place in the UK that is underrated, it's rural Essex. It is beautiful. Last night we stayed at Kelvedon camping and caravanning club site. I really like that site. Very quiet, really lovely reception from the team, and it was just a really nice place to get the Dartford Tunnel and all that stress behind me, so I can just enjoy the drive to Adria today. So that's what I'm doing. We're heading on our way to Adria UK to go pick up the Altea Dart. So here we are, just before I put my stuff inside, a very quick look back again at the Adria Altea Dart. You've got this enormous matron front locker, which is just fabulous. I look forward to filling that with all my junk. And yeah, just a little quick look here. So we've got this lovely spacious lounge, beautiful sunroof, contemporary interior, it's all very lovely, and then washroom in the middle and bed at the back. I haven't put the steadies down yet, so I'm not going to go any further than this. So I'm going to put some steadies down and then fill this one, not fill it with my rubbish. We've only got, let me turn this around. We've only got about 100 kilos worth of payload to be comfortably within the 1600 kilo towing limit of the EV6, because this caravan is about 1450 unladen. So yeah, I'm going to load it very minimally, and the majority of the heavy stuff we will leave in the car. But let's get cracking. Our onward journey is the short hop to Cherry Hinton Caravan and Motorhome Club site in Cambridge. Cambridge is less than 1 hour from London by train, so it's an ideal place to meet up with my partner, who'll be coming in on the train from Belgium. First stop on the itinerary is a perennial favourite of mine, the Orchard Tea Room in Grantchester. It's a beautiful place to take morning coffee or afternoon tea. We met up with my friend Justin, who might have been a little controversial in the dressing of his scone. Well, it's a scone before you eat it, and after you eat it, it's gone. That afternoon we headed to Anglesey Abbey, a short drive from Cherry Hinton to the north of Cambridge. We were disappointed to find out when we got there that we couldn't take dogs into the garden, but the lovely National Trust volunteer told us of an adjoining woodland walk where we could take the dogs, so we had a wonderful afternoon after all. Imagine my delight when we returned to the site to find an original 1976 Fisher Holly van parked up right next to us. What a gem! The following day we headed into Cambridge itself and had booked tickets to Kettle's Yard, the art gallery of the University of Cambridge. Dogs are not allowed into Kettle's Yard and I wouldn't leave them in the caravan, but nearby Kettle's Yard is the Castle Street car park, which is partly underground, so it's an ideal place to leave the dogs in the car for an hour while we're at the gallery. Kettle's Yard itself was a delight. Being set in the former home of founders Jim and Helen Eade, it has a bright, friendly and intimate feel. A visit takes about an hour and you do need to book tickets in advance, but in our opinion it was well worth a visit. Despite using the car for our trips out, we still managed to charge it to 100% by plugging into the caravan overnight, meaning we could do the 120 miles to Daleacres Caravan and Motorhome Club site in Hythe without needing to stop and charge the car en route. The next day and, surprise surprise, we visited the nearby Romney, Hythe and Dymchurch railway, travelling its entire 13.5 mile length of this 15-inch gauge railway from Hythe to Dungeness. Our destination of the day was Dungeness, one of the largest shingle landscapes in the world. It's a national nature reserve and part of a site of special scientific interest. Dungeness is a really interesting place to visit, and for us the highlight is Prospect Cottage, former residence of the late Derek Jarman. Jarman's creative and starkly beautiful garden is preserved to this day for everyone to enjoy and remember this supremely talented man. Okay, so that was the first part of our holiday. Here's what's coming up in part 2. We head to an exquisite CL within walking distance of the beautiful town of Rye. We find a campsite right on the beach and visit Eastbourne and Hastings. From there we go to Crowborough, which is close to not one but 2 heritage railways, where we bump into model railway royalty, the very lovely Dawn. So come back soon for part 2, where we continue our holiday with the Adria Altea Dart. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, I've just got to go and get the stars of the show before we finish. Dougal, Ted. So thank you so much for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you don't already. It just leaves me to say, from Dougal, from Ted, and from me, thanks for tuning in. What did you reckon on that, boys? Did you have a nice time? Did you have a nice time? Did you have a nice time? Yes, Dougal, did you have a nice time? He never smiles.